Hello everyone, Ethersong here, and I'm back with another Baldur's Gate 3 video. So we're continuing right where we left off. We just woke up here at the camp. I don't know if there's any new dialogue after waking up. We can try talking to people.
What can I do for you?
Doesn't look like it, so I think probably just head outside of camp. Fallen tree. I can sit on it. That's kind of cool. Looks like I'm back into my normal gear as well. Shadowheart's sitting there.
Something the matter?
Yeah, looks like we're good. So let's head outside of camp and continue on our adventure. Maybe just do like a quick normal save here, just in case. It's always good to have multiple saves in case something happens. So it looks like there's a cave down there as well. Might just take a quick look at that. There's also a pig here. Can I talk to him? Where'd you go, pig? Where did he go? Did he run away? I don't see him anymore. That was I think the pig that Astarion was trying to use to get me to go investigate the bushes. Well, I don't see the pig currently, so we're gonna run back. I used up one of my spells doing that, but yeah, let's go back into the cave. Jump down there. Do I need to jump? I can walk across the water. Well, Astarion, thank you. Not enough strength. But she can move it? Nice, thank you.
Can't give up now.
A chest. A Harper's notebook. Should we read that? A tattered collection of reports held together with a moon and harp seal. There is frequent mention of a sacrilegious activity among the local Sayunite sect. Interesting. We got a ruby. Harper's map. This stained, ragged map has passed through countless hands. Little harp marks an area called Moonrise Towers, with a small inky crescent sketched in the nearby forest. Below the crescent is a more recent scrawl, cache. So maybe there's some more treasure out there? So at the Moonrise Towers, so in a nearby forest near to the Moonrise Towers, there's some kind of cache there. It's got some more potions of speed and some other treasure, so we'll take that all. It's interesting.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Because that's everything, probably. I don't think there's anything else. How much strength did she have? Where do I go? Go over here, I guess. Shadowheart actually is decent amount of strength, 13. Okay. We were able to get that. And the pig isn't here anymore. I wanted to talk to the pig. Where did he go? Guess he just ran off. He didn't want to deal with us.
There. A mind flare.
It's an action, a ritual?
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if...
What's a ritual? Oh, there's a mind flare they were talking about. Ritual spells don't cost a slot when cast outside of combat. Wow, so that's actually really nice. So I thought I used a spell slot even doing that. So that's very convenient. Alright, so we're going to be talking to the Mind Flayer here. Looks like it's almost dead. 3 health. Let's see what it has to say.
The dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion.
Compassion?
Compassion.
Given to the emotion. This isn't right. Step away. No, you should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame.
It's trying to...
It's possessing your
Yeah,
mind.
possess my mind.
Forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Intelligent, concentrate on its thoughts? Can I do this? I don't have much intelligence. The guidance can help. Guidance. No, I thought guidance would be enough. Failed. It's fine.
You try to break through, but the monster
Oh, I skipped it by accident.
Defeated. Its eyes wet.
Yeah, I failed to break through to its thoughts though.
Radiate malice.
So we got some options here. We can look at the dialogue history real quick. You try to break through, but its mind is impenetrable. The last surge of defiance, it slaps your efforts away. But the monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its wet eyes, wet orange pearls radiate malice. So I'm going to close those eyes forever. It's nice to have the chat log there. The dialogue history.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Took care of that. I don't know if there's anything else here. Another dead Mind Flayer. Potion of healing. Camera distance. Okay, yeah. Try not to move too far away. You hear anything? Is that ambient sounds? There's something happened over here.
Dead goblins over there.
What's going on with that room?
Supplies, maybe.
Looks unstable somehow.
Let's take a look at it.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
You can touch the sigil.
A hand?
Hello? Gale, how did you get in there? Who are you? Let flow some words of prayer to soothe the sigil's magic. Should we ask him, who are you?
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
Stuck between realms. Does that mean he's still in the hell area? And he was using his own magic to escape instead of our escape from the ship? Maybe he was going out a different way. I'll use my druid and wisdom to do this. We still have guidance on us. Should be easy. Pretty low difficulty.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
So we stabilized it. Get him out now. Come on out. Hopefully I don't get pulled in. I don't want to go back to hell.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies.
Nice to meet you.
Better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you all right?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yes. So they were on the Nautiloid as well. Okay.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Yeah, so he's same as us.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided.
Sounds like a good idea.
Happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Can we get this thing out with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
It's nice that Shadowheart joined in on the conversation. I was going to ask you the same question. Can't say I am. I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds great. Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Thank you, Gale. So we need to level him up as well. And we need to make a decision here. Once again, can always respec if needed, but at level 2, sure, wizards get to choose. Indeed, they get to choose a subclass. Evocation, I think, is the most straightforward. As evocation spells focus elementary energy into powerful attacks and enchantments. Those who specialize in this school are known as evokers. Learning evocation spells from scrolls costs only 25 gold per spell, not 50. So you get a little bit cheaper cost to learn them. There's a necromancy. Walk the valley of the shadow of death and make lots of friends there. Learning necromancy spells from scrolls only costs you that much. And there's other abilities down here as well. So learning costs half amount, and create pockets of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. Okay, so I guess if you use like one of these spells, evocation spells against an ally, if there's like grouped up against enemies and whatnot. I think like it's like a fireball also evocation, probably. If you shot like a fireball at your allies, they wouldn't take any damage. Seems pretty good. Conjugation. I guess it lets you create things. I don't know what type of spells you get. Summoning creatures and objects. Enchantment. Your magic influence beguiles and bends the will of conviction of those around you. Learning enchantment spells from scrolls cost less. Hypnotic gaze. Charm and incapacitate a creature. It cannot attack you. Cannot act. You can maintain your hypnotic gaze each turn to extend its duration. Oh, so you can keep using the action, and it lasts 2 turns. So if you keep looking at something, you can keep it frozen. What's the save on it? A wisdom save. It's pretty powerful, though. It's a divination. Oh, this one seemed really interesting. I might be into this one. You peer through time itself and can sculpt the future like temporal clay into a more favorable form. Learning divination spell from scrolls costs only 25 gold per spell. Interesting about this is this, right? Portent. Your dreams grant you glimpses that let you influence the future. After each long rest, you gain 2 random portent dice. During each day, you can use your reaction to change the die of any attack roll or saving throw rolled near you to one of your portent dice. Each portent die can only be used once, and you lose your unused portent dice at the end of the day. So each long rest, but you get these 2 dice that you can replace attack rolls or saving rolls with these. So yeah, it can be super powerful, being able to stop an enemy from being able to hurt you with an attack, or powering up one of your attacks to like a critical, guaranteeing a saving throw. And then we have illusion, specialize in unraveling and restitching the fabric of reality to fool the unwary, the gullible, and the monstrous. Learning illusion spells cost less, and then we get minor illusion cantrip. And I think, do some of the spells change here? I don't know. Maybe the choices are the same. And then there's transmutation. You can brew 2 alchemic solutions instead of 1 when you combining extracts if you succeed a DC 15 medicine check. So that can be an interesting playthrough if you wanted to make a medicine kind of build. I kind of like the idea of divination. That seems interesting. I don't know what divination spells consist of. I'm not really too familiar with all the spells in the game. Does it say? Okay, it does say where they're from. So evocation's mostly just the damaging spells. Divination must be pretty rare, I would assume. But yeah, maybe I'll go with that. It just seems kind of interesting. Something to do. I can always switch it out with evocation or something if it didn't work out. A bonus to melee and ranged spell attacks improves your hit chance of certain spells, so spell attack. And then for spells, we can choose 2, and we currently have Mage Armor, Fog Cloud, Grease, Sleep, Witch Bolt, and Thunderwave. Not bad. Usually Magic Missiles is always a good choice. You shoot 3 magical darts, each dealing 2 to 5 force damage, and they always hit their target. And then we have one more option. Charm Person, Chromatic Orb. That's an option as well. Color Spray, Disguise Self. Do I have a Featherfall in the party currently? Having one person that can cast Featherfall could be nice. Enhanced Sleep. Radiant Sickness Shield. I guess Shield also seems pretty powerful, but maybe just grab the utility with the Featherfall. It'll be situations where I want to be able to use that. You and your nearby allies. Does that work for jump as well? Triple creatures jumping just... Okay, so maybe not all allies get the jump. I was wondering if Enhanced Leap also gave all allies a leap, but Featherfall works for all nearby allies. Which is nice. Yeah, Magic Missiles, I think it's just going to be the idea, and then we can set some new spells down. So let's take a few of these out. Magic Missiles. Grease, I think, is strong. Same with Sleep, but... Blinds and heavily obscures creatures. Probably it's going to be using Grease to knock things down. Do a Thunderwave, a Sleep. Is a Witch Bolt any good? There's probably better options later, but then in the Mage Armor. Seems good enough. So we'll go with that. Took a little bit of time, but I'm not too familiar with wizards. It's another ancient sigil area.
Gods are watching me.
Alright. We'll do another save after getting him. I'm just going to be constantly saving throughout this. Never know when you could just like die suddenly. And then you have to go back to save. So, Salts of Rogue's Morsel. I still have my Speak with Animals.
But not if it'll get me killed.
What's going on over here?
You both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
Crypt.
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already.
What?
That's our ship.
You can have it. I don't want to go there. So what is it? I mean no harm. I'm just looking around. Persuasion. The ship's full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it. That is true. Deception. I think that ship's an invasion force. Run while you can. Intimidation. The only thing that you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. We'll do persuasion. The ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it. And I have my persuasion proficiency from my background. And then Shadowheart, give me guidance. Well, we're able to persuade them. Nice.
Well,
And they approve.
come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese. No?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
Alright, see you guys.
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
How much experience did we get from that? A little bit. We still need more. What's it saying to log? 50 experience. They did say, I believe, you get a similar amount of experience from avoiding combat as well. Dragon egg mushroom. I'll gather some more materials and then kind of look at everything all at once. Let's get everything around this area and then we'll start exploring. Looks like you can knock this down to open up a passage down. I'm gonna go with the main route first though. Twisting vines. If I activate this, ends early if you use wild shape. Can I use wild shape and then use that? I don't know if I can use this while wild shaped. But this is probably what I want activated most of the time. It's quite a bit of health. Now I got spores around me. A torch, rope, some items. Sure, we'll take them all. Some camp supplies. Here's the door.
Everything all right out there?
We just sent him away, right? Yes, let me in. Let me in now. Gimblebach ran. Your friends abandoned you. Deception. Gimblebach triggered some trap. He needs some help. You could try performance. Well, that worked.
You sound a bit shaken, boss.
He actually thought it was me. Hello.
The hell's... You're
So-
dead!
Sorry. Astrian completed. Cheese your way through. Inspiration gained. Who's up first? So everyone's kind of at similar.
Very well.
Probably just get behind him. I rolled a 1. I don't think I need to use the dice right now, though. I could switch it out for an 18. Wow. But we got everyone else here. We should be able to just take them out. Maybe I should have done the bless first.
This is good.
We can do a sneak attack on him. They need a 13 to hit. They rolled a 12. What did they roll? So they rolled a 12? Sure, I guess I'll switch it out. Maybe I should have done that with my main character, but whatever. He's still surprised. Okay, so maybe it was kind of a waste. That's how you can kind of use those dice, which is interesting. Looks like it pops up when you could use them as well.
What to do?
It's a light armor. I currently have light armor equipped. Bandit's key. Quite a few different items. What does that armor look like? It's a different look. I can zoom in, right?
Didn't want to draw any attention.
What's this? Preview. Oh, you can kind of do a preview of it too. It's not bad. All right.
What path lies before me?
No more prayers, only dust and silence.
Who are
Sweet.
those prayers for?
Darkness.
Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
How dark is it for him?
Right away.
Let's get going.
I think darker than my character. Looks like I have a cone of vision. So I can see forward there, but
I applaud your
he can't really see anything in the dark. It's quite dark for him.
No time to rest.
Because I have dark vision, I can see. We'll turn on the lights so he can get some vision too. Curse of the Vampire. Or Vampire, I would suppose. We'll read that. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charm. Beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire loved these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, is protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger in your home. If a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? See any mark upon their neck? If you see any dirt, see you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. This is pretty interesting, actually, because it gives some insight about how vampires work. Depending on, I guess, the story, or, you know, the contents of, like, where the vampire is appearing in media, they have different things. But this one kind of follows traditional vampires. Sounds like they can't enter their home unless invited in. And I believe the vampires also can't cross like running water. So it's all the kind of like traditional vampire settings for the D&D vampires here. And we got another one. The Mortal View. Eyewitness accounts of the ball spawn crisis. So we'll read this one as well. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that ward of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous. Candlekeep. Sarivok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron and Noshkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Emian mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse Irenicus. And I curse you, hostile vampire. The five tore tethered to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more ball spawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's to hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the sea tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a ball spawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate, and several hundred more interviews follow. Kind of interesting. Kind of like reading through these stories for some background lore. Death in Divinity, a godly guide. So I'll just read one more, and then if I find some other ones, I'll just send them back to camp for now. Unless there's one that seems quite interesting, but death's too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces, disease, war, funeral rites, but there must always be an overseer of the cycle of life falls away. For countless eons, it was Jergal, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare, until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Miracle must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. So I guess the god of death is just tired. Miracle claimed primacy over death from Jergal's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder, if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelevmore to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. So it gives some info about the various deities and things. Alright, so we got some of that, and looks like we got a looter's trunk. What is in here? Various loot.
Don't mind if I do.
Grab some cheese. Supply pack. Some water. I don't know if these bottles are used, but I'll grab that. I'm running back to the other side. Can't pick up the candle, can I? I can just use it. More candles. So I think these candles can be used as a source of fire. So you can light your weapons. Or you can dip your weapons into candles, I believe. If you pull them out for combat. Which could be powerful for fire damage. Cutting board. Is there a knife there as well? A bunch of random items. Probably don't even need these. The wares. Is there a way to like add these to wares quickly? Maybe there's a button to do it, but I'm not sure. Alright, I think I got everything. Everything that I really wanted. There are some shelves, but we're going to be moving on to the next area. Oh, there's some items like on the shelves. Just some bottles. Nothing too much really. It showed a lever, but I think it's a lever that's actually over here. I think it was just kind of showing a different direction. So we'll try opening this. Oh, they saw me. So what spells do I got here? Do I have something that's... Wait, give me a second here. What did I equipped? Do I not have an action? Were we surprised?
Blood follows me everywhere.
Or didn't die. I'll not react for now.
Victory is assured.
Looks like it's pretty easy for them to save.
Get too close.
Oh, I never put up... Here, I'll put up mage armor now. Better late than never. So I can go over here. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump to get through this door. Four damage.
How'd you get past Andor? Back off!
Where's she going? Ow. I saved the throw. Still took 6 damage. Oil barrel. Can't use this on it though. Do I have a firebolt? I do. Goodbye. Perform 5 attacks in 1 turn. Your enemy don't know to hit them. She's still standing. Hello, spores. Can I get close enough? Might just be able to pull her through it. Into the fire. Can I dip my weapon in there?
I need a little extra edge.
No, I can do Halo Spores as well. There we go. So I guess it uses my reaction to do that. Can I not do that as a reaction? More leather armor, a short bow. Guess I could equip the short bow? Not proficient though. Okay, maybe not. Probably can equip the light crossbow. Not proficient in simple weapons or light crossbows. Was I not? Thought I was proficient in something. In hand crossbows. That's from the Drow proficiencies. I really want a shield though. There have been no shields yet. Maybe I can find one soon. Anything else over here? Chest. Some random plates. A mirror.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
We already read this one, I believe. Another copy of it. How many copies of that book did they have? They must really like it. The Unclaimed. A sturdily bound story of a cleric of Shar whose soul was never claimed from the City of Judgment. Okay, let's read that one. Sounds interesting. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her empty mind. When she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and fated City of Judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. A million souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no materialized in her hand. But no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instruction in her ear. No guidance proffered itself from the bleached and bared sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kalimvor? I believe he's like the goddess that, or like the god that guides people in death. Pitied her as much as the Lord of Death is able. So I guess he's the Lord of Death. Okay. Kalimvor, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed, despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn. That not forgetting. Oh, that not of forgetting, but of being forgotten. It seems pretty interesting because it shares parallels to Shadowheart. Because it seems like she's most likely a cleric of perhaps one of the guy. I believe she's a cleric of Shar, even though she might not fully reveal it yet.
No, never mind.
She has a secret. I think we'll learn more about it later, but try to keep that book in mind. I'm thinking about that. You can change your clothes. That's kind of interesting. So we'll grab some of these.
If not over, then through.
What else is over here? Another book. Dense rows of scrawled text. The few legible entries seem to be details and names and final words of numerous individuals. Come see this. It's Maj Panir laboratory explosion. Rothcrest waylaid in a Neverwinter alley. You're blocking my light. Donna Ree. Waterhaven Featherlong. Interesting. Can I pick that up? That's kind of funny. The blood.
Might be useful.
Can I dip anything?
Deadlier than ever.
Dip that fire. I don't think I can open up this door.
No lock, no handle.
Explore the ruins. Okay. Hello. Can I have him come over here? He can hide as a bonus action, right? There, we're going to have advantage on it as well. You rolled a 13 to hit and they rolled a 12? Oh, the dice rolls 7, so I could switch that out. There we go, so now they actually hit. It's nice. I'm gonna have him move back again.
Clear off! We got here first.
It's down to 8. What's he throwing? Wow. There goes my symbiotic entity. I can throw it back on, right? If I wanted to. Let's try using that on him. You're frozen.
One day.
Can I get out of this fire? I don't want to use. I just potion of healing for now.
Swords meet sorcery.
Don't like being in this fire either. Kind of move out. They're pretty grouped up there. Let's see. Maybe do a bless. Choose the blessed target. That's nice.
Have to keep going.
Can she use one of these? Alright, so everyone's healed as well, but we used a bunch of potions. Taking some damage there. Need to be careful.
A better position.
Probably gonna hide. Did it count as a bonus action? Where's my... Oh, I needed to use the cunning. I used a normal hide, unfortunately.
But to keep going.
But fire is in the way. Let's see, let's throw my symbiotic thing back on. Or I could do wild shape. Here, let's become a spider. And webbed. Cannot move. Attack rolls against the affected also have advantage when attack rolls. Also disadvantage. While its attack rolls has disadvantage, so yeah, it can't move. Same as entangled, I believe. Use the magic missiles on him. Pretty nice. Guess we'll dip his weapon.
No advantages on
As I can. Now what can you do? Charm person. Try to charm him. Command him to drop his weapon.
Let's see this done.
Did he pick it back up? Ow, he's burning.
Just like old times.
Okay, now we can do a sneak attack.
Make it hurt.
9, not bad. Come over here.
Well, so much for peace.
Throw down the web again. To get that web over there, because I need to move a little bit farther. Alright, so we can just try to unweb these people again. Oh, the fire! It spread. I guess I hit the fire. So now they're all burning. Try to move over to this side. Wait for them to come in.
The lance board is set.
Magic missiles again. Oh, he's taken out. And stand there. Gonna run through the fire. Hope they're enjoying that. Try to take out the weaker ones first. Or I could try to charm him? Probably not worth it. Guiding bolt. Goes that one. Could have her dip her weapon at least.
Use every advantage.
Oh, he's coming up. I got dazed. Well, he did that wrong. He should have dipped the weapon first. Well, now I can do a hide action. How long is my fire lasting on me? Looks like it's probably gone now.
Let's find some prey.
He dodged it? I rolled, what did I roll? Attack roll 5 plus 2. That was with advantage?
Blood comes easy these days.
Poisoned him. What does poison do again? Suffers disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. It's pretty good. And I can do more poison or more fire. Might as well. Throw a firebolt at him. Nice. Let's come and hit him.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Like, probably leave my spider form now. It's pretty strong though. The web is always nice.
How much further can I go?
Need to wait for that fire to kind of disappear. Probably could throw something. Just so many items.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Thought I had water somewhere. The fire's probably just gonna disappear though. Let's wait. It's a great club. No, Shadow Heart. Do you want to hang on to that? Maybe go back to that armor. The hat. Oh, these are the options for normal clothes. Can we like view this? Oh, okay, so I could see what that looks like. I preferred this one. I could throw some rubber gloves on. Let's see. Wants the gloves. Styrian. You might want those. Avoid the light. Send one of those to Shadowheart. And the Gale. Guess just having those could be nice. Is the fire not going to go away? How long is this fire lasting for? Was it because I was in my inventory? Just run a little bit. I would assume it should go away. I'm going to do a short rest though.
I'll feel that one later.
Can I get my wild shape forms back on short rest? So I put symbiotic entity back on. This fire is really looking like it doesn't want to go away. Just the bottle. I did have water somewhere. Steam cloud.
What am I to do?
I don't know if she has the water equipped currently. Her spells. It looks like she's out of spells anyways.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I got the ice knife. My plan to wait for the fire to go away doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it just went away from time. Maybe I just wasted the ice, or maybe the ice actually did something. But I got some more items. Getting pretty close to my maximum. Just Styrian can have some of these. He might want to throw some knives at things.
Anything of use?
The unclaimed. You already had one of those. We'll send another one back to camp. Yeah, I think we read most of the books, so we should be fine for now. Chapel records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian tipple, Ilmater drowning, eternal rot, fever. It's just okay. More candles. Well, I think did something. Our chest. Not much in it. Nothing up there, is there? Did I take everything from him? A quarterstaff. It's a scroll. Yeah, Gale can learn spells, right? Journey through the jungle. What's this one about? The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu the long, said Jaw, it's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest bitter. With a bit of effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Ah, woo! There it was again, above and beneath and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine? A tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaws screamed, swelled, then faded as Ulu Thalong dragged her away. What is this Ulu Thalong? Some kind of beast? I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. Interesting. Some kind of beast in the jungle? Well, we're going to be grabbing some more of these. And the door is open now with the switch that we activated in that room. Looks like we can go to the next room. Tank crypt.
This place wasn't built for the living.
He's worth a lot? Oh, a little bit. Might as well take him. Probably get to a shop or something eventually. Gonna probably run out of inventory soon. Still got some space. Gilded chest. Yeah, still keep taking everything. On death and resurrection. Sure, we'll read you. Nekazert from the ongoing metatext rebound by Isoefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Danier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her gods annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Of what value is life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages. Surely, or so it would seem at first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and dewy-eyed sentiment so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all the spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider, we already know the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. But even this assessment is subject to market forces. Lord Kalimvor weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternative route. Not the end of the path, but the chance to retread it. Clerics across the realms wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy or willingly enough. It is strange then that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for those components for such spells are beyond the means of most mortals. I have interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth have found them to be the most dull and unimaginative sort that I can possibly imagine. What is they were so eager to return to? If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path, and wealthy enough to return. kind of interesting. So I guess it's possible for clerics to bring people back from the dead, but mostly only those wealthy enough are able to buy the materials needed to make that return.
One with the weave.
So we're getting low on spells here. Do a save before
At least things have stayed interesting.
during these doors.
Trap. Be cautious.
Traps.
My. I better be careful what the trick.
I'll just build the traps. Hello. Do some scouting first. Search for traps. Kind of relying on Asterion here to find everything. Put the guidance on him. So, looks like we have kind of discovered everything. Can we disable some of these traps? Can we attack? I don't know if I want to attack it. I'm scared if attacking the trap could do something. Does pressing the button do anything? So, one thing that is possible is... Did I hear that? Or is that just like ambient?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You can place items on top of the traps. Stop them from activating.
Here goes nothing.
Is there something inside there? No. Try to disable as many of these traps as possible. It's one way to do it. Might just be better for like Asterion to do this alone. Seems dangerous. We got all these gargoyle heads. Got quite a few of the things disabled. Let's come over here for a moment. I don't know if attacking it actually... No, I don't want to close that. Let's come over here.
Careful, I bite.
There's no time to waste.
Keep
Yeah.
up, darling.
Doesn't have max health.
Shadows.
Can I see if attacking those gargoyle heads does anything? Let's have them over here on the side of the button. Wonder if he actually can destroy those. Greater toughness. This material is extremely strong. Only hit that deals at least 50 damage can damage it. Wow, so yeah, I guess that's not going to be damaged. Let's open everything we can. And I would need a trap disarming kit to deal with that. Finally got a shield. So that's something to equip. I don't know if the bones can be used for any materials. Like for crafting. Nothing inside these crates, are there? Failed some perception. Maybe there was another trap or something. Ringmail armor. It's pretty strong. Send that to Shadowheart, I guess. I don't think she can wear heavy armor, though. He currently has a dagger, but I think the rapier is just better. And a soul coin. These coins power infernal engines. Silver necklace.
I prefer gold. I'll take it.
Alright, let's stand over here. See what happens. Can I just open it? Comes the fire. Let's try to drink. Okay, I think I disabled it. Am I safe now? At least I had the switch. The Watcher's Guide and an engraved key. Found within a sarcophagus within a long forgotten chapel. I wonder what the key is for. Does it say anything on the plaque? Maybe I should have read that.
The plaque is a mystery to you.
Just can't read it. Oh, maybe it was the key to the door? Probably. I don't think I need it anymore, though. Well, we're all back together.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Another candle.
Best be on my way.
Let's take a look at the loot we got there. Starting to fill up on all these armors. Does anyone want a hat? Do you want a hat? You look kind of silly. You want a hat? I think that hat is just kind of silly, but sure, Gale, you might want it. I'll take it off. We got some of these. I don't know what the slave mine is. That like useful for anything? It's just heavy. Can I just send it to camp? Ruby, more rune slates. Send that to camp as well. Bunch of scimitars. Some short swords. I still want to just keep my quarterstaff because of Shalala spell. These daggers Astrian can actually throw if he wants to. 4 to 16, 4 to 9. 4 to 11 versus 4 to 9. So I guess the light crossbow is probably better for him. For attacking. Can I use that? Not proficient, no. Symbiotic entity. Oh yeah, I'm doing extra damage right now. Scroll of Burning Hands. I would give Gale all the scrolls, most likely. Is this how you sort? Oh, you can sort by type. Nice. And then what about the armor? Heavy armor. I don't think anybody's proficient in heavy armor currently. These rags. I wonder if these can be used for crafting or something. Death and just kind of sorting through the inventory. Oh, but I did get the shield finally. So that's gonna be nice. I was pretty low on AC without that. If I can get medium armor somewhere, that'd be nice. Change shirt. No medium armor yet. So be on the lookout. Oh, there we go. So we used the key that we'd found to get in here. It's looking like there might be an encounter here. So before I do anything, I think I'm gonna have everyone take another rest here. Do a long rest. Looks like we got enough supplies. Get our spells back. Gale looks like he has something to say. Just kind of talk. Shadowheart as well.
How do you feel?
Do I feel? Fine, much better than I thought I would, given the circumstances.
Yes, me as well. Besides the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. I feel
It's kind of strange.
good. It's so strange. Do you remember the voice aboard the ship?
It's been hard to forget. What do you mean? I was trying not to dwell on it, but thank you for reminding me. It's hard to forget.
Yes. Almost like it's whispering to me still. The voice said I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think that means?
Beautiful weapon. Anything's possible, but we still need to find a healer. Sounds like it had plans for us. Who knows? Could have been a hallucination. I'm just glad we're still alive. Maybe it's a compliment. Sounds like it had a plan for us.
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons.
Hmm.
Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
All right, let's go talk to Gale as well. Inspecting himself. I can't see you. There you are.
Be with you in a moment.
Yeah. Neat trick. What are you doing?
Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
First and foremost, that damn tadpole. Until quite recently, nothing at all. If you're about to start a lecture, I'm not interested. Well, damn tadpole.
Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
Sure.
Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture?
I think I got the picture. Yeah, I do. But you might as well finish the picture.
Day 6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born. This is the annotated version, of course.
This version was more than vivid enough for my taste. We should be having a fever by now. Graying skin even. Just wrap this up, will you? I think you meant to say abbreviated. We should be having a fever by now. Graying skin even.
Spot on again. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long-lived abnormal. Can you explain why the symptoms aren't showing? And what makes you the expert? Why aren't the symptoms showing?
That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
The ball? What's that ball do? Can I inspect it? toy ball with tooth marks. Maybe it'll be useful later.
No traps, please.
Some more mugwort over there.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
We should journey separately for now. I just want to talk about what's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up to your
I must
estimations?
admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
I think we're good for now. Should I talk to Asterion as well? See what he's up to?
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen.
That's what everyone's saying. Is it so strange? I'm hoping it'll stay that way.
It's unexpected,
Oh,
but we
is
shall.
it so strange?
I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you prefer.
I'd prefer not to die.
Well, now you're just being close-minded. There are some lovely ways to go. I've watched urchins freeze to death in the street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep.
If I had to choose, I want the knife. Make it quick. Poison then. It should be painless at least. I don't have to choose. I'd rather have one of the others to it. I don't have to
Then I
choose.
suppose we'll just see what happens. Don't worry, darling. I like you. I'm sure I'll make the right choice.
He wants me to pick the way of death. I don't plan to die anytime soon. An hourglass. Marking down the passage of time. Oh, they can just leave that. I don't think there's anything else. There's anything behind the closed doors. Just my traveler's chest. Looks like a old church. Piano? Click it. Alright then, so we're going to be going to camp. Go to bed. I'll do auto select. So we need 80 supplies. I'll do the full rest. What are you doing, Asterion? Kind of slinking about. Prepare spells, so wizards, clerics, paladins, druids can change their prepared spells at any time outside of combat. Good to know. We're fine for now. And we're going to save it here as well. We'll do a new save. Campsite. And we're going to end the current video here. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.